What's up, guys? Good morning. What's going on? Welcome to live stream. This market's absolutely nuts, you guys. Oh man, this market's crazy. Look at what's going on here. Look at this shit. Look at Bitcoin. Like, this is some of the choppiest shit ever. Like, nobody knows which way it's going to go at this point. We're just in a tight range. We've got this bullish candle here. But anyway, so excuse me. Yeah, so I don't know what the hell's going on, you guys. This is some crazy shit. But welcome to the live stream. I have some trading bonuses to give away, so that's pretty cool. If you it's on BingX, so if you don't have a BingX account, there should be a link in the description or on my pinned tweet thread on Twitter. And basically, I'm just going to give everyone a fair shot today at getting a trading bonus. So, sorry, I was trying to figure out where I'm going to put the UIDs. So, if you don't have a BingX account, go make one real quick. If you already have a BingX account, in a few minutes, I'll ask for everyone's user ID. And literally, I'm just going to take the user IDs and put them in a hat and put them in a randomized picker. And I'm going to pick 10 of them, and 10 of you will get a $100 trading bonus on BingX probably in the next 24 hours. So, yeah, so that's what's going on. Man, you guys, this market just drives me crazy. Like, it's so hard to get multiple days of downside or like any swing positions at all, really. I mean, look, like I've got some decent stock shorts that I'm in good positions on, but they're just like freaking not doing shit. This is my favorite chart in general on anything though. Like, look at this increasing volume. Like, I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about the low time frames, but like increasing sell volume. We have a head and shoulders here, which is breaking on the monthly, and we have a couple days left until monthly close. So this would target about 220-ish, 210-ish, somewhere around there, which is good confluence with the 99 SMA, which will slowly move up, right? So this chart looks great, but man, I'm just annoyed. Like, up in huge profit, and then we're just chopped to shit. This is why I have such a hard time holding swing positions. I mean, even here, like, look how slow this damn thing's just been moving the last 2 weeks, even. Like, it's just, you can't just get straight downside on hardly anything right now. Like, look at Walmart, like 3 days of nukage, and then now it's just chopping to shit. And I've been holding short since yesterday's breakdown. And we had a nice drop this morning, and now we're just chopping again. So it's kind of annoying. Not too worried about it. Like, these charts are clearly bearish, and what we're seeing is a lot of charts are just chopping around and shaking people out of their shorts, and then they're going lower. So I'm not too concerned. It's all good risk reward and et cetera, et cetera. And what's happened is I've gotten shaken out of my shorts early a lot lately in profit. But like, what's a good one? Like Banff. Well, this one I actually got stopped out on. You can see my position here. Avgo is another one I just closed early. So I got in like literally right here, and it dropped, and then it dropped and chopped, and I got out like one of these days. I actually think I got out like at the lows because it held. And I got out before this pump back to almost entry. And then, of course, it nuked after. But I'm just like, man, like WSM is another one too, where I literally, I don't remember where I closed this one. But I think I closed it like halfway through this big green candle. Again, everything's just chopping. Granted, I should probably like zoom out a little bit. I'm terrible at swing trading anyway. So I'm trying to hold these shorts to completion. This is, like I said, you guys, this is a clean setup on Domino's Pizza. Like, this is about as good as it gets. So if this doesn't work out, shit happens. But this is, oh yeah, I'd even show that overall trend breakdown. Like, look at this. This mega trend breakdown. And then retest of the EMAs. And now we're just seeing a high volume sell month, and we're losing support. So in theory, I guess this could bounce back up to like 340 and retest, but that seems unlikely to me. So anyway, which would be right up here. Which would probably actually stop me out. I think my stop loss is like just above this wick. So if it stopped me out, I'd probably consider, looking for a reentry or something. But anyway, yeah, I mean, everything's chopping. Taking profit isn't always a bad idea. I did take a little bit of profit yesterday. So, I did have some profit locked in, which reduces my overall risk and whatnot. But I'm just annoyed. Like, I just want to see some freaking multi-day movement. Like, there's no reason, look at this. And another key thing here too, you guys, is I look for like high volume areas and look at the highest volume on this chart. And we'll get some crypto charts here in a minute. But like, look at the highest volume here was in this candle. So that's a lot of sellers or a lot of buyers trapped up in here, right? So like, there's no reason we should really go back above that. We've gone below that now. So anybody that's holding from up here is going to start to be forced to sell. And it clearly have a lot of buyers there. And we're actually seeing some pullbacks. I've literally just all morning, I was just shorting every pump on Apple. That's all I did today. I was like, you know what? There's been some downside pressure. I'm just going to short. I shorted this pump. Then I shorted here and it went up higher. And I doubled down up here. And luckily it went back down. And I was able to get out at very, very small profit because my average entry was probably about up to here now. So that one didn't work out as well. I still made a few bucks, but nothing major. But this one was a really nice one. And when you're in these conditions, and I'm going to make a video about this coming up. But when you're in these conditions, whenever you have these like high volume pumps that break down, like they're usually good short opportunities. Now I shorted the top of that because I was just hoping that it was a bearish, just like a FOMO pump, and it happened to be, luckily for me. But again, that was a really tight risk to reward because I shorted like literally after it wicked and there was no follow through. So my stop loss was going to be here and my target ended up being like right here. So that's a really nice risk reward, right? 1 to 8. We'll take that all day. But anyway, so yeah, you guys, so if you haven't signed up for BingX, if you don't have a BingX account, make sure you make one. You only need your email. You don't need a VPN. You don't need a KYC or anything. Here in a few minutes, I will ask for your user IDs, and after the video, I'll send them over or I'll put them in my random picker, send the user IDs over to the BingX team, and have them hook you up with trading bonus. So yeah. But yeah, so we were just talking about Domino's Pizza, which is my favorite chart. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's going to probably take a little while to play out. They do have earnings coming up. I probably won't hold a full position into earnings, which is in 2 weeks, I believe. So the 14th, is that right? The 13th. Okay. So the 13th. So literally 2 weeks. So I've got some time to hopefully see this go into profit. And then I can profit take, reduce my risk. And then, it's so risky to hold the earnings, you guys. It could pump 10%. It could dump 10%, 20%. It's hard to want to trade earnings. Another setup that was nice, you guys, that apparently is pumping now. This is ridiculous. Anyway, this is a great setup. So we've got a symmetrical triangle here. Very, very clean symmetrical triangle. We have the breakdown. I considered this because I put my trend lines a little bit tighter here up with this. I considered this a breakdown retest, and so I entered probably 139-ish. I don't know. And it dropped really nice, and now it's just chopping around. But symmetrical triangles, you guys, if you don't know targets for those, you're going to take from top to bottom here. You're going to pull it here to that breakdown, and your target's going to be there. So my technical target will be down here. And if we somehow break above this breakdown, I'll have to consider closing. And then, of course, above here would be my invalidation completely. So if it somehow reclaims, bam, and it's just choppy bullshit, I guess. But we'll see. I'm surprised that the rest of the market didn't react bearishly to Apple dropping like 4% pre-market, though. So anyway, somebody asked about Link. I posted some charts on that earlier. Let's see. I assume this is just a FOMO fake out. Like we've got, what are we at? 30-minute chart. I mean, if this 30-minute closes a bearish engulfing, you're going to have a good short opportunity. We've got this rejection here. Let me get rid of this shit. So you've got a rejection candle here. Okay, so this is the key right now. And now you've got an evening star pattern forming, and you have high volume rejection here and here. Look at the low pump volume, and then high rejections. Look at that OBV dropping hard. And that's showing you that momentum is not to the upside right now. Where's the momentum at, you guys? If you just look at right here, we see a lot more red than green. So probably could get a short anywhere here. Typically when this breaks down, you see a continuation, but it decided to make a higher high with bearish divergence still. And this is just the 5-minute chart. And now you see it starting to break down. And the 15-minute candle is still valid here. This is a trend reversal candle. Not only that, had this really nice breakout here, and this was on the 5-minute. So look at the 5-minute, and then look how it goes on the 15-minute. Look how well that rejection held, and then now we're rejecting again. So, I mean, definitely it's looking like a short here on Link, especially if that 30-minute is a bearish engulfing candle, right? So you could consider that. Let's see, what's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's just chopping a little bit. Apple is one I'm always watching lately too, because the market seems to follow Apple. And of course it's just going sideways in consolidation, but if this breaks down, assumedly it would at least sweep the lows and take everything with it. So Bitcoin, 5-minute bearish engulfing candle, so that's not really a good sign. 15 minutes showing a rejection candle. Oh man, my hands are cold today, you guys. It's cold in my basement. I'll turn up the heat real quick. Hold up. Hold up. Burp. Hold up. What would you do? Burp, 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 burp. Okay. I even got slippers on. I'm chilly today. It's been cold out lately in the mornings, though. It's like 40 in the mornings and then 70 degrees in the afternoon. So you gotta like change clothes all day. Can BingX? Yeah, so BingX actually does connect directly to TradingView now. I've never done it. I don't know why. I'm just a creature of habit, I guess. But yeah, if you want to connect BingX straight to TradingView, you definitely can. So that's a pretty cool feature. They worked for like a year and a half to get that feature on there. But you can see price action here is Bitcoin just literally rejecting at the moment. Maybe a good short opportunity. If I was shorting this, you just got a lot of supports here, so it's not really worth it. I wouldn't really consider this right now, but maybe something like this. So you get a 2-to-1 risk to reward, not terrible. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean it's okay. It looks like Domino's did a little droppy drop here. That's nice because this is my largest position. I've just been kind of slowly laddering in. Try to get it above 320s, and then I add a little bit more this morning at 320 on the dot. So, yeah, this is my favorite chart. So anyway, I just had to check it out. Okay, let's see what other. Oh, so anyway, let's do. You love BingX. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, welcome Danny. Thanks for joining. All right, you guys. So post your user ID in the chat for BingX right now. Post your user ID. I'm going to put them just probably on a spreadsheet. I will put them on a Word document. I will put them in a random picker, and I will send them to. And then as soon as I pick 10 winners, I'll send them to the BingX team and get you guys hooked up with a $100 trading bonus. So let's do that real quick. I'm literally just going to copy and paste these. While you guys are posting those, I'm going to run and grab something real quick. I'll be right back. Post your user IDs. I'll be right back. And then I'm going to copy and paste them all. Okay, let's go. All right. I'm copying these user ID over right now, you guys. Sorry for anybody that just wants charts. We'll get to them. We'll get to some charts. But I want to hook you guys up. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow, actually, and I'm going to give more trading bonuses away. So make sure you check that out. I can't remember the topic off the top of my head. I have it written down. I literally can't remember what the topic is. So I'll have to check that out. Reggie on line 1. Can you make custom user IDs? Make sure you check your actual user ID and not your username. There's a difference. There is definitely a difference. Okay, you guys, these are all going to go into a random picker and get 10 of you $100 trading bonuses. You'll just have to check your account probably tomorrow. Shouldn't take more than 24 hours to get. I'm just literally copy and pasting all of these over right now. Bam, bam, another one. Thank you guys all for joining. All right, you only need to post your user ID once. Come on, I see it. And if we only have like 15, then I'll just try to see if I can hook you guys all up. But if we have too many, I'll have to do a random drawing because they're stingy sometimes. So I hope you win too. Rock it awkwardly. So anyone else have a BingX user ID? If you still need to sign up, you can use the link in my link below, the link in my Twitter bio, or my Twitter pinned tweet thread. Otherwise, it's cool either way. But get that user ID posted. You can post it anytime during the live stream. If I see it, I will make sure I get you marked down. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 16 so far. Remember, 10 of you will win it. Thanks, everyone, for joining the stream. I don't feel like trading today. This is just pissing me off. Like, I did take one new trade on Special K or Kellogg's or whatever. I've been watching this shit for a while. Like, I wanted to short this the last few days, and I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't because yesterday it popped. But then I was like, should I short? I don't know. And then yesterday it popped, but I was like, I have some new short exposure on some positions, so I didn't take it. And then this morning, my positions, were a nice profit yesterday, so I could add a little exposure, add a little risk exposure, so then I got into this. So slightly underwater on it right now. No big deal. Okay, Arvind, I have your user ID marked down, so you go to timeout for now. 300-second timeout for you. The user ID is in the top right corner, right? I believe so. It's like that. I mean, it's what, a 6-digit number or 7-digit number? Cool. I see another UID there. I gotcha. The 30-minute XRP sell signal, the Top Goon X 30-minute signal on XRP worked like a charm this morning. Sweet. Was it a buy signal, I assume? That's pretty awesome. I mean, man, I'm so happy to see so many people enjoying using Top Goon X. Like, it's really cool because we built it like years ago, and we didn't let anybody have access to it for the longest time. And then so many people are asking for it. I'm like, all right, well, here's the deal. Like, I'm going to have to make all this training content because it's kind of complicated. Put together a bunch of videos, and I'm like finally happy to like see people actually enjoying it. So it's really cool. Reggie, I got you. Got your user ID marked down. But yeah, it's just cool to see everyone, a lot of people enjoying Top Goon X. Some people don't like it, and that's the way it is. Not everyone's going to like everything. Some people, it doesn't work for their strategies and whatnot. But and then of course some people probably don't understand fully that like some signals just don't work out that well, and you just kind of ignore them. Like some signals are very like some signals are like 100% pitch perfect, like everything hits on the dot, and you're like, that was the easiest signal ever and easy money. And those are what you look for. And if it's not a clear signal, you just move on to the next one. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad we didn't look to short Bitcoin yet. It's just kind of choppy, man. Like, you guys, it's hard to swing trade anything in this range for sure. Like, we're just in this really tight range right now. Look at this shit. So we kind of have this bullish candle here. Okay, this is like the only thing I can look at right now is this bullish candle. Obviously, this is bearish. But we're at support, and we have a bullish candle here. So, like, the rest of the market looks like shit, in my opinion. Bitcoin kind of looks like shit too, but it's really just chopping. So there's not much to take away from it for me right now, to be honest. I'm like not even trying to guess what's going to happen. There's nothing really to take away on the weekly other than we have a new lower low, but they've got some mega volume coming in too. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. Link we just talked about. Link probably is a short. Look, we got a bearish engulfing candle. So, it might not work out. I mean, man, Bitcoin's still trying to pump. Link short may not work out, but if it does, I mean, you got a really good risk to reward. We do have this 15-minute evening star. OBV looks like tits. And 30-minute bearish engulfing candle. So 1 hour rejection. So if you want to short it, you know, it might not work out, but this is why you have risk reward. And you would just pull something like this, probably a stop above the high. And you probably, I mean, the problem is, like, you probably have to do this to get your risk reward right. Because we have the support here, but if this support breaks, this would really send you lower. So like target 1 would be somewhere like here to here and these support levels. And then target 2 would probably be this support down here. Okay, so that's how I'd look at that. These conditions, maybe I'd pull like a small short, maybe not like a full size position just to be safe. But you know, because it's technically kind of a breakout. But again, we have a fake break. Like we have high volume. Where's the highest volume right now? Okay, and remember we talked about earlier, what happens if, so highest volume means that we have the highest amount of buyers up here, right? Assumedly so. And what happens when price goes below where all those buyers bought at? They start to panic sell, right? At some point, they start to panic sell because they're underwater. They get stopped out, et cetera, et cetera. So just something to be mindful of. I kind of want to look at Dollar Tree. I really want to get back in. I want to add to my short on this one maybe because I didn't really go huge. We got a really good risk to reward on this bad boy. Wow, Apple's actually breaking down a little bit too. I'm surprised the resilience that the market is showing with Apple breaking down. That's kind of surprising me, but it could be one of those things where like Bitcoin holds up really well and altcoins or like Bitcoin starts to drop and altcoins hold up well for a little bit and then all of a sudden everything just goes and down the shitter, right? We've seen that before. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. Let's look at some more charts, you guys. Remember, if you have a BingX account, post your user ID and I'll hook up. I'm going to try to hook up everyone here with a $100 bonus. I'm going to try to convince them to give every single one of you a $100 bonus, okay? But for now, I have 10 of them, but I'm going to try to get more. So H&T, I got you. Let's look at H&T. Let's just do a mega chart request here because that sounds fun. Okay, H&T, Tetheris. I always look at Binance, Tetheris. H&T actually looks kind of nice here. Like, honestly, the only problem is I don't like the volume decline here, but I like it. Okay, so I actually have a video on trading parabolas, you guys, and what we have here is an inverse parabola break. This looks pretty nice. Inverse parabola break, and what you'd expect would be price to go 80%. Now, your kind of guaranteed price, and we kind of already had it, would be the 0.382 fib. So this would be like your first target on a parabola break. And that's kind of like your guaranteed target. It doesn't have to, it could reject off that, break below the 236, and then keep going, okay? But if this holds above 505 today on the daily close, you're going to get a good opportunity to try to trade this all the way to $9. Maybe not quite so high. And you guys will have to remind me, like, I like when people remind me later in the week, like, how charts that we talked about on live stream are doing, because sometimes I don't follow up on them. So it's cool to see when you guys are like, oh, man, that chart played out perfectly, or, dude, look at this. This didn't work out at all. I'll be like, oh, shit, I was wrong. Darn it. But anyway, this looks really nice. We're getting above these EMAs, the Gooner EMAs, which is good. We're seeing a trend breakout here. So this is going to be key, you guys. If we can get this trend breakout today, then we're going to be looking pretty bullish, and I would say probably $6 is doable, and maybe $9. So this might be one, if it's on KuCoin, I might have to have my team keep an eye on this. And yeah, you can see Link is breaking down, you guys, just to update this real quick. If anybody shorted that with the good risk to reward, with that bearish engulfing, and that's kind of why we like to wait for confirmations. Even if we took, this was kind of a low volume breakdown, even if we took this 5-minute one, and got stopped out, we could have gotten back in on this 30-minute one, and you try again, right? And my rule is 2 tries on one trade idea or like similar trade ideas in one direction, and that's it. If it doesn't work out after 2, I call it good. I move on, because that's usually a stronger trend than I realize. So yeah, H&T, you guys, those are the levels to watch, and I actually want to keep this marked out. So what I'm going to do, I'm terrible at saving shit on these charts, but what I can do is I can go to my, this is just my default chart, save it here, and then it saves my H&T for next time I log on. So that's a good one to keep an eye on. OBV is looking nice. I mean, this is looking pretty healthy. I see more user IDs. I'm copying those over to my spreadsheet here. Hold up. I appreciate you guys all joining. Like, I really do. Thank you guys for all the nice comments. Like, it's I enjoy the community. I try to bring positivity. We try to help people out here. I still get like stereotyped as like an influencer or whatever. Like, I do sponsored videos and shit, but like I enjoy making all this content for you guys, and I want it to be free for you guys. So like, what do? I have these sponsors pay me to make videos and make content, and it's free for you guys. Like, I don't know why people are so salty about that kind of stuff. Like, I think it's a mega win for both of us, right? Like, I can sit here, do all these cool videos for you guys. It's no cost to you. Like, I think it's awesome. So I try not to really charge for anything. I have my portfolio tracker. Which is literally I tried to make it as cheap as I could, but also my team members make money from subscriptions. Like, they get a percentage of subscription payments. So like, I'm giving them income now. And one of my team members actually quit his job last year. So it's nice for him to be able to get extra income from me. He quit his job and went full-time into crypto. So it's great for him to get extra, to be able to get some extra, revenue on the side. And then I have my Top X indicator, which I would love to give that out for free, but it's really complicated. I don't know. There's a lot that goes on to that. But again, the Satoshi Heavy, he gets a royalty off of that too. So like, I'm helping, he's a college student. So I'm helping other people make money too. So it's really cool. But that's the only things I charge for. So I haven't told anybody this. Hold on. All right. I'm marking down these UIDs. I do have something coming out soon. For free. It's a trading group. And it's free, but I haven't told anybody yet. So stay tuned for that on Twitter, you guys. It's literally free for everyone. We've got like really sweet analysts that's joining us. We're going to try to make it really education based. We've got like some books, free books coming with it. Like we ordered these digital books. We ordered like 1,000 copies of like 3 different books, and we're going to give them out to the first 1,000 members that join. So like, it's really cool. I'm really excited for it. Stay tuned. I think we're going to launch within the next week. But again, it's going to be free. Talk about tacos. Somebody said, I'm in 3 paid groups and your content tops all of them. Kind of bummed that I discovered you this late, or else I wouldn't have spent the money. Well, thank you for joining. You guys, so let's do something else. I want to give you guys something else for free right now. You guys are awesome. So here's what I got for you. Hold on. I got to get the link. Please do not share this. Okay. I'll probably delete the link. I'll make a new one after this anyway. But I'm going to give you guys access to my private Telegram if you're not already in it. It's free. It's just my private Telegram. I post scalp. I honestly haven't been trading much in it. I haven't been posting much in it lately just because the market's been shit, and I really like to post like high quality setups in there. But here's the link to my free Telegram. Okay, right here. It's in the chat. Join it. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to do a treasure giveaway this weekend too on Twitter, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, anyway, let's do some more charts, you guys. This one looks awesome. Make sure you watch some of my YouTube videos on how to trade parabolas, because a lot of times they do retrace 80%. Honestly, if I was going to trade a final target for here, I'd probably just go this area here. So I love you, full homo. You guys are awesome. Somebody said they're making money on Link. Oh, baby. See, I don't I don't know. I like when you guys can find high quality trade setups. I don't like just being like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, look at Link just dumping. Do the dump. Can you guys make Domino's pizza dump for me too? Because that's really what I need. That's what I want to see. I want to see. How much time do we have left? Ooh. So this is nice, you guys. Look at this low volume bounce. That is very low volume, right? Very, 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 very low volume on this bounce. So that just tells me that it's kind of thin order books, and it's just kind of people starting to FOMO in on these thin order books. And usually when you see these low volume rebounds in these markets, then that's when price goes down. So, yeah, Link's looking good, you guys. I wish I would have shorted that. Damn. Oh, look, we're hitting our target 1 already. Dang, that would have been a good one to kind of get some size in, because we had some good confirmations there. But anyway, excuse me. All right, let's look at, so Adam, we can check out Adam quick, and then we'll check out Alpha Day, I may say. RSR we'll check out, and we'll check out Adam here quick. So my team, this is the only position that my team is short on is in right now. We're in from 1388. So we got a pretty good entry up here. But look at all these rejections, you guys. 1, 2, 3, and we're actually in a bearish trend. Top GoonX, or sorry, not Top GoonX. Gooner EMAs are below the 99 SMA, and you can see what happens when like, let me just zoom out here, okay? Now, of course, it's not 100%, but you can see here, and actually, let's go to ADA. I think I've talked about this before, but I want to show you guys ADA. So let me clear this out. So look what happened to ADA chart. This is a really good example. Okay, Gooner EMAs, we kind of chopped around here, but Gooner EMAs went above the 99 SMA here, stayed above here, and stayed above until here. So look, from May 2020 all the way to November 21st, 2021, we were in a bullish trend, according to Gooner EMAs being above the 99 SMA. And now, from November 2021 until currently still, Gooner EMAs are showing bearish trend, and you can see how far price has gone down. So from this flip, we went up 5,000%, and now we're down almost 100%. So that's beautiful price action. We love to see that kind of stuff. I got some more user IDs coming in. Let me pop those in here. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. I actually really do like trading on BingX. They made a lot of I mean, I'm actually like working with them. Like, I'm an advisor for them. Like, actually, like, they like promoted me to like senior advisor or something. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but basically they just wanted to like really lock me in to keep helping them, because I've been helping them like with new features. And so if you guys ever have suggestions that you want, I don't think spot trading has stop losses yet, which is kind of stupid, but honestly, don't tell BingX I said this, but I don't trade spot there, so I don't care. But I know some people do actually want to trade spot there, so I'm trying to get that added as a feature, and I don't know why they wouldn't. So at some point it should be added. So let's look at Link here. Look at this nice sell volume coming in. OBV's rejecting hard. Yeah, we're looking good. And actually, look at this bearish divergence from Top GoonX as well that we saw, bearish momentum divergence. So if you're in Link right now, we maybe have a 1 hour evening star type pattern here. Not a bad idea to take some profit on that drop, just because everything's been kind of choppy. But if it breaks below this level, then you're going to get, probably down to the 99 SMA around $7.80-ish, $7.80-ish, somewhere around there, okay? Let's see. Got stopped on the 5-minute chart and re-entered. See, that's Potato. I love the name. That's good risk management, though. Yeah, I actually was busy. I didn't even have time to update that. I was busy getting ready for live stream when that happened. So yeah, that 5-minute one, it closed below. It was kind of low volume, but it actually rejected and went a little bit lower. So that was not a bad setup. But you could see what could have happened was Bitcoin just popped, brought Link up with it a little bit, and then Link was like, well, it's still bearish, so we're going to, reject anyway, right? So, yeah, but if you get stopped on one, and this is why risk to reward is so important, you guys, because when you get stopped on multiple trades, okay, and this is why you have to stick with your limits, because what the worst thing is, if you get like a trade like this and price goes up and you don't close and it goes way up, you're like, shit, I took a huge loss. That's way off my risk to reward. But what happens here is you take one risk to reward, you get stopped out at 0.5%. Well, then here you take the same trade, same position size, and you make 3 times what you just lost. Freaking beautiful. That's how trading should be. And that's why risk to reward is so important. All day, every day. I see more user IDs. I got you. We'll go back to Adam again. I'm kind of going ADD mode here, but we're all over the place. But it's fun. We're having a good time. Okay. So let's see. Let's go back to Adam daily chart. Okay. And look at Adam. Like, this is a heavy rejection here. Like, beautiful. So I'm going to actually make a video soon. It probably a release in the next week about catching fake breakouts in a bear market. In these conditions, catching fake breakouts. So we'll talk more about that. I'm not going to talk about that too much today because I'm going to do a whole video on it. Somebody had a question. Let's look at Adam daily real quick, and then we'll go. But look at this trend breakdown. Yeah. So look at this Adam trend breakdown, and this is just a fake out here. But we have this nice channel breakdown, and we have a rejection down into breakdown. So could this go up and retest? Maybe. And that might be a good place to add. But as far as the swing trade goes, like this should probably at least go, let's see. This should probably at least drop to 11 bucks. Okay. So that's a good spot to look for a close at. And here you've got a big, like a place for stop hunt. A stop hunt. Am I speaking English? So you've got a nice place for stops to get hunted here too, off this candle. So, yeah. So my team's portfolio, we're short on Atom right now. We've been mostly sitting in stables. A few longs here and there. We're at about even for the last month probably. Like we've had some trades do really well that we didn't take profit on, and we got stopped out either at break even or small loss. But overall, we're up way over 100% in Bitcoin this year, and we're up like 20 or not 20, like 15% versus USD. So we're trying to just preserve capital, and that's the key here. Like even if your account stays break even for a whole bear market, and then you start leveling it, averaging in, and have a lot more money for the bull market, that's what you want. And the problem is a lot of people get chopped up in bear markets, and they have like half as much money or like a fourth as much money, and then bull market hits, and they only have you start with like $50,000, and now you have $5,000 for the bull market, and you still make some money, or you make it back in the bull market, or you make like 70,000. But if you just saved that 50,000, you would have made 300,000 instead of just being back up to 70. So anyway, so yeah, I got you guys covered on the video. Somebody asked about how do you differentiate between time frames and different signals. So first off, usually high time frames are the more prominent signals, but also like lower time frames can kind of allude to what might happen on a higher time frame, if that makes sense. I actually have a video called Understanding Time Frames, and it talks about like, what if there's a divergence on this time frame and you look at this time frame, right? Like I don't want to get too in depth. That's a lot to go over right now. But just like let's say you have like a 4-hour bullish, like here, I'm going to draw a quick example. So let's say that you have an ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern. Okay. And this is on the 4-hour chart. Okay. And it breaks up here. Okay. Your 4-hour chart is bullish. It had a bullish breakout. Price is right here. OBV is bullish. Everything on the 4-hour chart is bullish. Okay. But on your 1-hour chart or your 30-minute chart, you have bearish divergences and rejections. What does that mean? Well, it might mean that you're just going to get a little pullback here to that breakout retest. Okay. And then if your 4-hour is still bullish, that bearish divergence on the 30-minute chart or the 1-hour chart played out. And now you're going to see that 4-hour bullish chart and bullish OBV start to go in that direction, right? So let's see what Apple's still just chopping around. Everything's trying to pump. Stop going up. Domino's Pizza. I mean, we're not seeing much strength still. We're just seeing kind of chop and low. Like, look at that is low volume. So not too concerned, but it's just annoying. And this is kind of the key level to break down anyway because of that high volume. So let's see what else we got. Dang, look at Hood pumping today. This is one I really want to long, but I just can't because we have a breakdown here. But keep an eye on Hood at some point because this thing's going to pump mega hard at some point. I don't know when, and it might be a while, but if this builds a base at all, it'll be good for, even I don't know. This is a good one to keep an eye on. That's for sure. And if the monthly closes above here, this actually could end up being a good flip and then we pump. So one I'm keeping an eye on. But man, Domino's is just going nuts today. I'm giving back like half my gains from yesterday so far, but anyway, we keep laddering it on that one for sure because the monthly chart looks prime for breakdown. Do I think XPX double bottoms here? It could. It definitely could. Let's see. Oh, SPY. Same thing, right? See, we got really low volume pump right now. That's kind of concerning on the 30-minute. The 1 day, God, look at this chop, you guys. I mean, that's the problem is everything's just choppy. And all at once it's going to move. And if you're on the wrong side of it, it's going to be quick. And so you better have stop losses. And maybe I'm on the wrong side right now. I'm kind of surprised everything's so green today after yesterday. But God, this is crazy, you guys. Look at Bitcoin. I'm just amazed by this price action. And this is why I'm not taking swing shorts on Bitcoin right now, because it's at a support. It's at a major support. So everything says it should break down, but again, it's at a big support. How do you take a swing short here? Like if you short it, you close it. If you short above on the breakout, on the fake breakout, then you close, at support. Like you can't hold shorts into support. It's just impossible. Like this is what we're seeing right now, especially in these conditions. And man, I just can't believe how everything is holding up so well today. So crazy. But like my accounts back to a little bit above what it was started out yesterday as, but again, I'm trying to be good about holding my high time frame positions because I showed you those other positions that worked out. That worked out, and I got kind of shaken out. So we'll see. Coin, another choppy mess. If it loses this level, it's going to be probably make new lows. Let's see. Oh, wait. DXY is headed. Let's look at DXY real quick because that could be a interesting take, and it's probably dumping right now, right? I would assume. I can't type apparently. Let's see DXY. DXY actually is holding pretty strong. Oh, maybe if we get a 1-day evening star on DXY, then I might have to consider closing my shorts. I would probably have to consider closing shorts on DXY if it makes an evening star here, because at that point it's probably going to go back to 111, and if it breaks down there, it could go deep. And 1 week looks. This is why I like volume on charts, because there's no volume on DXY, so I can't really get a good read for it. But like it's getting close to being overextended, or it is this is a running wedge and it's just going to keep running. And that's probably what's going to happen. I know Goomba on Twitter. Let me see if I can find that post real quick. I actually think I retweeted earlier. This is an interesting take from Goomba on the DXY. So if you see here, look at this C fork, which is really clear, actually. It's pretty clear C fork. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So, I like C forks. I don't really know how to trade them. I know how to trade them, but I don't really trade them often or look for them. But it's pretty clear breakout here, right? So the target for that would be 130. So once it hits 130 or 128, that's where I have to consider getting out if it holds. If it shows an evening star on the daily, I might have to reconsider everything. For now, not really an evening star just yet. We want to see a lower breakdown. Let's look at the 4 hour. Man, the 4 hour looks kind of ugly though. It's at support. So it wants to hold this support, right? If it loses this support, that's probably a fake breakout, and we've got down to 111. We're down to 111. So definitely worth keeping an eye on. ENS pumping. All right, let's check out ENS. Hey, look at Arvind is out of timeout. Well, look at ENS. Because it's pumping, apparently. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. So ENS chart would have been a great retest entry here. Look at this. So we've got this rising channel here. I'm not going to get in here, but this is kind of what I posted as an example earlier on this rising channel, or this ascending triangle. So you got a breakout here, retest, and now it's taken off. So if you did long something like this, okay, your invalidation would be here, and you would look for basically the highs at least to be retested. So great risk to reward. Do I want to FOMO in here? Probably not at this point, but it's looking great. Nice little breakout here. And really the key for entry, even if you didn't get in like right at this knife catch, you would have gotten in on this right here, on this reclaim, or on this reclaim. Okay. So, yeah, ENS looks great. If you're in it, I would probably just tighten a stop loss, at least below this candle. Okay. But then this is the highest volume coming in right now. So maybe even up here. Yeah, ENS is going hard. RSR. Let's look at RSR. I have not too much time left, but we'll look here what we can find. RSR doesn't look so hot here. What is that? A 1 hour? Let's look at the daily quick. I always like to start on high time frames. Mostly choppy, you guys. Not a chart that I'm seeing anything jump out at me right away. Weekly looks okay, but it needs to reclaim here, and the EMAs are still pushing down pretty hard. But if this could kind of consolidate up here, these EMAs would start to curl. And then it would see probably price would probably see a nice pump. But for now, the 1H is looking kind of bearish here. Like, we've got a double top type deal here. And if this breaks down, then your target is going to be back to this 99 SMA. So if that breaks down, you're going to get a good short opportunity, good risk reward short. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, so you guys, if anybody wants to post their user ID for BingX, I will get you put in for a $100 bonus, trading bonus on there. It shows up somewhere weird in your account. It's like shows up as a bonus. So make sure you keep an eye on that. It's not going to show up like in your normal spot that you're used to. Somebody's asking if RSR is good for a short. Here, no. I would wait for a breakdown here, and that's where I would short. And I would look for, I would need to see it break down, but probably something like this. And I would probably want a little bit tighter stop, depending on how price action looks. But again, you get a 2.5% risk to like a 7% reward-ish. So that's a solid risk to reward there. Yeah, so that's what I'd be looking at. Another stock chart I'm short on, you guys, that I'm hoping drops here. Nice rejection. Choppy as hell. Is Walmart. Because this is kind of similar to the other charts we looked at. Look, my EMAs are bearish. And I have this local breakdown here. I also kind of have like a descending triangle breakdown. And I love descending triangles because they give you a clear target. Oh, you guys, I got to pee so bad. I drank way too much water this morning. I'm trying to hydrate. Okay, let's look here. Bam. So this would be my target, be 120. So that's a great risk reward. And I posted my short somewhere on Twitter. I think it was something like this. So 1.5% risk, 5% reward. So lovely risk reward. Yeah. Do I still think 16K is instant buy up? Anything below 16K should be our instant reversal zone. It could go as low as like maybe 12K, but we could eventually go lower. Like we really could. There's I think 9K has potential, but I think it's pretty low percentage. But it kind of probably just depends on the overall markets. And like if you look at Apple, like it's got a long way to go if it really starts to break down. Okay. An Apple chart really just doesn't look good. I mean, look at how much this has gone up. Like this could tank. Like it's hard to say though. I mean, but our SMA has not been retested in a long time, and usually at some point it gets retested. So Apple could very well go down to like below 100. So that's kind of concerning for the overall market, right? But anyway, you guys, that's all the time I have for today. I'm probably going to do another live stream tomorrow at about the same time. So keep an eye out for a link for that. Keep an eye out in your account for the bonus, for $100 trading bonus on your BingX account. I'm going to try to get everyone a bonus. I'll do my best to get everyone a $100 bonus. We'll see if they'll let me. Otherwise, I'll post charts on Twitter. DXY again. Somebody wants me to look at DXI again. I'll do one more, and then honestly, you guys, I really have to pee. Anyway, so here's DXY. It's got to hold here. Okay? It has to hold here, and it could. It's in a bullish trend, but it's got to hold here. Otherwise, we're going to see everything probably bounce. Bitcoin's starting to reject a little bit here. And if you're in a long and you're underwater, you're going to want to close. If you're in longs and you get underwater, you're going to want to close quickly. If you're in a short, sometimes you can hold a little bit longer. Look at Link though; it's heading towards our second target here, you guys. So if you're in a short here from up where we talked about, make sure you put your stop loss at break even. Okay, not financial advice, but might be able to get our target down here if we close below this breakout. So that's all I got time for today. Where do you get the bonus for BingX? Pinky promise. Post your user ID here for BingX. I will not delete out this chat for like the next 15 minutes. Okay. So post your user ID here for BingX. If you post it here, I'm going to send it over to the team. At least 10 of you will get a trading bonus for $100. I'm going to try to get it for everyone. I'm going to try to talk to the team. So thank you all for joining, though. I really, really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more video content. Please subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't already. I would love to get to 30,000 subscribers. And yeah, that's all I got for today. But again, thanks again, everyone. And stay up to date on Twitter for more charts. Link is doing great. So anybody that joined us earlier on and hopped in that good opportunity, that good setup, is loving it right now. And you guys are making money just watching me chart. So that's really cool. But yeah, have a good day, guys. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you later. up to date on Twitter for more charts. Link is doing great. So anybody that joined us earlier on and hopped in that good opportunity, that good setup, is loving it right now. And you guys are making money just watching me chart. So that's really cool. But yeah, have a good day, guys. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you later.